Hey guys, it's time for another video from Ohio Blade HQ. So today I've got something a little bit different, and it's from BucknBear knives. So the box is plain, but you can see there's the model number. BucknBear has been kind of hit or miss. I've had a couple nice BucknBear knives that I was happy with. Then in the monthly knife club a few months ago we got this thing, which, man, that sheath is so bad. There's so much slop in it, and then I just overall just wasn't happy with that knife. But I decided to give it another shot because they had something interesting, and I'll show you what I got. So let's pull this out. This one is a bit on the fancy side. So here we go. We got our BucknBear knives sticker, and then we got our lifetime warranty. So I mean, that is nice that you do get a lifetime warranty. That gives you a little bit of confidence that they're going to stand behind the product. And then you get your BucknBear knives knife care card. So that comes in every knife that they sell. And then I will pull this out of the bag here. And actually, the two bags. So there's our nice leather sheath. You got a lion on there, and that appears to be a lanyard with a couple beads on there. And then you do have a belt loop on there, so you can attach that to your belt. That's going to be for right-handers. And I guess you could slide through this way. Yeah, it's a little tight, but you could probably slide that through on your belt and carry that scout carry if you want. So that's kind of nice. So we'll go ahead and open it up and pull out the knife. So there it is. I told you it was fancy. Right? So what we have here is the Classic Abalone from BucknBear. So abalone is the material that the handle scales are made out of. And if you're not familiar with abalone, it's basically sea snail shells. And they have all these beautiful colors, and it's natural abalone, so no two handles are going to look exactly the same. And you can see even on this one knife, both sides look completely different. But that is really beautiful. You do have a thumb stud only on one side, but as you can see, there is a Torx screw there, so you could unscrew that, I believe, and swap that over, which I will probably do for me, and put that on the side for left-hand deployment. The lanyard is leather, and then you got these, they feel like glass beads, but maybe they're plastic. And then on the thumb stud, you have a mother of pearl inlay, and you also see that same mother of pearl inlay on the pivot. So that looks pretty nice too. Blade length on this guy is going to be right at 3 inches, I believe. And then you got the beautiful backspacer there, and you can see all the detail there. I think that looks really nice. So this is going to be a liner lock, and we'll go ahead and deploy this here. So there we go. So you can see there's the liner lock. Really nice early lockup, which I like to see. And then you also have a Damascus Blade, and this is a VG10 core. So what that means is, let's see if we can get the camera to focus. You can see Damascus on either side, and then that darker color right down the middle, that is VG10 steel. So basically your edge is going to be VG10, which is cool. VG10s are really good quality steel. It's got pretty high corrosion resistance. So it's a really beautiful knife. These handle scales are very smooth. It looks like they're kind of buried in acrylic maybe, but so there's a, I mean, you can see that there, but they're really smooth, and just, you know, it really shows off the different colors in that abalone. So that is really cool. Now the price point on this is a bit high. You know, if you go to BucknBear Knives website, I believe they have this listed for about $250, and they advertise it as, you know, regular price. That's the sale price. They say the regular price is $300. Now I didn't pay that much for this knife, but paid about half that. So at any rate, you know, it's up to you what you think the knife is worth, but you know, these same materials are found on much higher priced knives, right? So you do have a drop point here, and you do have a slight recurve back through here. You know, some people won't like that because it'll make sharpening a little bit more challenging, but I think it adds to the aesthetic of the knife. I think it looks very pretty, and you know, I think it matches with the contours of the rest of the knife, and kind of sets it off. Now this is real Damascus. That's not etched, you know, acid etched steel or something. That is real Damascus, and the way you can tell is you can often see those layers, and I'm not sure if the camera will pick it up. I mean, I can see it with my eyes, but this camera is struggling. So, let's see. I don't know if you can see that or not. I can't see it on the camera, but I can see it here in person. So, that is real Damascus, and yeah, let's see. Now it's not falsetty, right? So it does not feel like it's on bearings. This is not going to be easy to flip out. In fact, I don't think you can. It's, you know, maybe after breaking it in a lot, but I don't think that's the point of this knife. This is going to be, you know, your fancy gentleman's folder, or, you know, this is more of a showpiece. It's not really designed for tactical deployment. I mean, you're gonna deploy it slowly like that, but it's smooth, and that lockup feels really solid. Go ahead and check, see if there's any blade play. I don't feel any side to side, and definitely none. There's no top to bottom, so at all. I mean, I'm moving it in my hand, but I don't feel any blade play whatsoever in that knife. So all that's good. Let's go ahead and check the edge and see how that came out from the factory. I got some scrap crap paper, and oh yeah, that is nice. I mean, it's hard to explain the feel, but I mean, that is just super smooth through that paper. I mean, it just glides. It just glides. That is super nice. Super nice. And for this price point, it better be, you know, it better be. So that meets expectations for sure. No problems there. My God, that might be one of the best edges I've seen in a long time. I mean, that is just ridiculous. I mean, here, let's just go through with 2 fingers, no problem. I mean, I'm just pulling the paper, leaving the knife just sitting there. You know, I mean, good God, that's very nice. Well, if I can hold the paper See, I'm bending it, that's the problem, but, you know, that is ridiculously sharp. Ridiculous. I don't have any hair on my arms, otherwise I'd try and shave with it, but I'm kind of hairless on the arms and legs. So that's not going to help us for this review, but I do have a bit of the green paracord here. We can try that out. Oh yeah, here we go. So, you know, I haven't messed with this knife at all, so I don't know how well it's going to do. I have high expectations, and we'll see if those are met. So we'll try push through first. Oh God, yeah. Whew. Man, that was very, very little effort. I pushed real hard on that, expecting it to be, you know, to require some effort. But yeah, I mean, wow. That, that is nice. Oh yeah. Very happy. All right, you know, slice is going to be ridiculous, I'm sure. I mean, we're gonna check it here, but oh yeah. But I mean, you don't even feel it. Don't even feel it. I mean, that's crazy. That's a crazy edge on there. That is nice. Look at that. That is nice and clean. I mean, geez, look at that. Very, very clean cut. So, very sharp right out of the box. You know, with the VG10 core, it should maintain that edge for a while. And man, that is just really, really nice looking. Now, I understand this isn't for everybody, you know. This is not going to be a tactical knife or a knife that you're going to take out and beat on. You know, this is a showpiece knife. You know, if you're going out for a nice evening or something and you want to take something that's got some pizzazz to it, I guess. But yeah, I mean, I dig it. It's completely different from everything else I own, but I don't know. I like that abalone on there. I like the way that sparkles, and I even like those gold accents up near the top here. Grip wise, I mean, you can't, at least for my hands, which again are not huge. I wouldn't even call them big. They're medium-sized hands. That grip is perfect. I mean, there's no pocket clip on there, so there's nothing to give you a hard edge or hot spot or anything. You know, there's no sharp edges on here. Everything's nice and rounded off, so you're not getting any sharp edges there. Fit and finish is perfect on all these edges. There's no raised edges anywhere. That all feels perfect. We'll check the centering. So centering, also perfect. Also perfect, which, you know, it better be. It better be for that price. But I just like the combination of all those design elements on there. I mean, I kind of wish it had a dual thumb stud so I didn't have to mess with putting that on the other side. And I'm not sure how that's going to look with, you know, now that if I move it, you have mother of pearl on this side and then mother of pearl on this side with, you know, just a standard screw on that side. But I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll leave it alone. I mean, I'm fairly ambidextrous because, you know, I've had to learn because everything's designed for right-handers anyways. So for most things, including writing, I can do both hands. Just takes a little practice, you know. But so I might leave it like that just because I like having the mother of pearl elements on the same side. So yeah, that appears to be a saber grind, not a hollow grind. And yeah, like it. So I know there's probably going to be strong opinions about this knife. You're either going to hate it or going to love it. So I'm really interested to hear what you guys think. So go ahead and comment in the video what you guys think of this thing. I'm sure some folks will think it's hideous and stupid and a waste of money. Other people will think maybe like me, that it's a nice showpiece. And you know, I think you could definitely do worse on price. I mean, I think with those same materials, you could find ones that are much more expensive. And I mean, unlike the last BucknBear knife that I got, this one seems really high quality. Really well done. I mean, I have no complaints. You know, I don't even mind that, you know, you can't really fling it out. You know, that's not what this knife is about. It's going to be a nice easy folder like that. Nice slow deployment. You do have a nice little thumb ramp up there. No jimping. But again, this isn't a hard use outdoor tactical knife. This is just for run-of-the-mill cutting tasks. And you know, it's a showpiece. If you want to pull that out of your pocket or out of that leather sheath and, you know, have something pretty unique to show off, this is it. So let me know what you guys think. Thanks, guys.